Welcome to the A Train. It is the podcast. We're also live streaming as well too right now. So hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. There is some high school basketball going on in the area. I know that Derby's playing. I'm pretty sure G-Ball is playing. I'm pretty sure some good action. Uh, we have, I believe, just the boys tonight because the girls will be in tournament mode, just like the boys was in tournament mode last weekend. And there were some games, but I believe the tournament that has everybody talking is the Dodge City Tournament of Champions. I know for a fact Brett Flory, he was ecstatic about it because when he seen the bracket, he was like, "Wow, this many undefeated teams going to the Dodge City Tournament of Champions." And to me, I believe that that has to be, if not the, has to be one of the most prestigious high school tournaments throughout the state of Kansas. And I also want to go on record and say this too. I was looking forward to what I would call maybe a preview of the Class 6A state tournament. I would have loved to have seen how Heights and Dodge City would fare against each other. I guess I'll still have to wait to the Class 6A state tournament because there's a team out of Kansas City that threw a wrench in that program. First, Kansas City Piper knocked off Wichita Heights. Right, they were one of the undefeated teams. Then came Saturday, and now you have Dodge City against Derby. But we will get into that later, as we will give you the rundown of some scores that took place over the weekend. Because these teams, as I say, they were in this pretty much mid-season tournament, and they're basically getting geared up now for the stretch run. Because believe it or not, this is the 28th day of January. Trust me, when that calendar flips to February and they hit that court next Tuesday and it's February, their mind is already on March Madness. So there were some exciting tournaments, some exciting games. And these scores I'm giving you once again, courtesy of Vibe Magazine and the one and only Joanna Chadwick. She does it without bias. Her husband coaches the Derby's girls team, and I know they're going to be in tournament mode this weekend. But she does it. She supports her husband, but she is still relentless when it comes to getting us this information. And I'm pretty sure if I know Joanna the way I know her, I've had her on my podcast once. She'd rather deflect and say, I can't do it without the people that get the information to me. But the fact that she does it and she is so relentless in what she does, you can't help but to applaud her. So here we go. Quick rundown of the scores here. Abilene 67, Wichita South 49, Andale 63, Winfield 41, Andover Central 58, Dodge City 51. Andover Central had to fight back from the early minutes of the game as Dodge City took a 15-2 lead with about 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. With 109 to go in the third, Andover Central took his first lead at 32-30 on an Ethan Balky three and promptly gave it up, down 43-40 after the fourth. Jaden Brown opened the scoring with a three, and Brody DeGarmo followed for the 3-point lead. But it wasn't until the final 2 minutes that Andover Central put away Dodge City As Jace Jefferson scored 5 straight points in a 30-second period for the 57-50 lead. Jefferson scored a game high 18 points, hitting three threes, and had 7 rebounds. DeGarmo scored 11, Brown 12. Carter Inslee had 6 rebounds, DeGarmo 6 assists. Dodge City's Nathan Schulte scored 10 points. Augusta 60, Christ Prep 39. Augusta's Beckham Stoops scored 15, hitting three threes, and Bryce Martin had 12 of his 16 points in the final period. Blue Valley West 54, McPherson 47. Blue Valley West was led by Brandon Kirk's 15 points on 3 of 6 shooting from three, and Luke Goodell, who hit 4 threes and had 12 points in the championship game of the McPherson tournament. Tyler Peterson scored 11, and Cade Weissong had 11 rebounds. McPherson's Gabe Pyle hit 5 threes and had 23 points, 5 steals. Ian Razek scored 10. Jet Pyle had 6 assists, and Ashton Malm 5 rebounds. Bueller 58, Omego 51, Century 64, Gossel 45, Clay Center 32, Remington 30, Clearwater 52, Belle Plaine 37, Dodge City 81, Kansas City Piper 75 in 2 OTs. Derby remains unbeaten after taking down another unbeaten team in Piper in the championship game of Dodge City's Tournament of Champions, the 1,000th game in the 82 years of the tourney. Derby's Kel Klingen broke a 75-all tie with 20 seconds to go in the second overtime. Jack Uwelling and Braden Smith sealed the win by hitting 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Klingen scored 7 of his 21 points in the second overtime, and for Smith sealed the win by hitting 3 of 4 from the line. Klingen scored 7 of his 21 points in the second overtime, and for the game, hit 5 of 9 from three, and also had 8 rebounds and 3 blocks. Piper trailed 45-37 early in the fourth, but went on a 14-5 run to take the lead. Avant Riley, who hit 5 of 6 from three and had 21 points, scored 6 points in the final 2 minutes of regulation. To that, I want to pause because there's been a lot of talk about Avant Riley. And you see here where he hit 5 of 6 from three, had 21 points, but was not named to the all tournament team. But you know what? There's bigger fish to fry. There's a state championship on the horizon to play for. Even though you didn't make the all tournament team, your name is still out there. People have to serve notice. Can't overlook you. Once again, Avant Riley, who hit 5 of 6 from three and had 21 points, scored 6 points in the final 2 minutes of regulation. Piper's PJ Moore hit the game tying basket with 2 seconds remaining to send it to the first overtime. Llewellyn finished with 12, and Smith had 8 assists. Piper was led by PJ Moore, who scored 20 and had 11 rebounds. Johnny Vogel was 5 of 10 from three and had 15 points. Alamar Brooks had 17 points, 10 rebounds, and Derek Jackson made 4 threes, had 20 points, and 7 rebounds. And I'm going to say something because it's been a long time since I've heard of anything coming out of Kansas City, basketball wise. And back in the day, you always heard about Kansas City, Washington, Kansas City Wyandotte, Kansas City Piper to a certain extent. But to hear about them on this level now and the record that they have, I look for them to be a player also come state tournament time. I was just sharing with someone not too long ago. Last time I've heard of anything really relevant coming out of Kansas City was Kansas City Wyandotte back in the days with Calvin Thompson. Yes, I know I'm kind of telling my age. Some of y'all probably like, who? I know KU fans will know exactly who Calvin Thompson is. So it's good to see somebody from the Kansas City area back on the map of relevancy. More scores to pass along as Emporia knocked off Guarded by the score of 84-49. Garden Plain 59, Liberal 41. Garden Plain's Caden Castleman had 26 points, Cooper Shear 14 in the win. Liberal was led by Pfizer's 15 and Diego's 12. Great Bend 61 and Double 45. Great Bend's Ian Creamer scored 29 and Ben Nicholson had 15 in the Salina Invitational Championship. Andover's Josh Kim scored 22. Halstead 71, Rose Hill 58. Easton Meyer led Rose Hill with 22 points. Haven 46, Cheney 33. Dalton Bontgrager, Bontrager scored 12 points and had 6 rebounds, 3 steals to help Haven win the Halstead Tournament Championship. Nash Ray had 4 assists. Wallace had 6 rebounds for Cheney. Holcomb 53, Hillsboro 49. Capon 83, Wichita Collegiate 49. Corbin Johnson scored 25 points to lead Capon to the championship of the El Dorado Tournament. Lawrence Free State 59, Wichita East 55. Free State's Bennett Nagle scored 18 points and had 13 rebounds. Corbin Dowdle scored 15. Braden Williams 11 points, 9 rebounds, 4 blocks. East Jalen Phillips Gray scored 14 points and had 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, 3 assists. Ismail Berry hit 3 threes and scored a team high 17 points. And Luke Henderson had 14 points. Henderson, Kamarian Bodney, and Oliver Selman each had 5 points. May South 47, Bishop Carroll 40. May South trailed by 9 at the half. However, the Mavericks outscored Bishop Carroll 17-2 in the third quarter. When May South's Charlie Clinton hit a 3 to open the fourth, it capped a 20-0 run. Carroll's basket by Brody Kreutzer with 7:21 to go ended a nearly 7-minute scoring drought. Carroll got within 40-36 on Jackson Bergkamp's three-point play, but couldn't get closer. May South was led by Cy Stuckey's 13 points, 5 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 3 assists. Jalen Batiste had 8 assists. Clinton, 5 rebounds. Carroll's Ian Muth scored 10. Kreutzer had 3 threes, and Judd Blasey 7 rebounds. Good to see May South get the win. Shout out to my good friend out there, Joe Jackson. Manhattan 63, Hutchinson 61. After Hutchinson raced to a 24-11 first quarter lead, Manhattan outscored the Salthawks in the next 3 periods, including 20-11 in the fourth quarter. Manhattan shot 54% from the field and was 6 of 17 from 3. Vince Doring led Manhattan with 17 points, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Hutchinson's Lamar Govain scored a game-high 20 points, hitting 10 of 15 shots, and Terrell King had 14 points and 3 steals. Mountain Ridge 35, Heston 31. Mountain Ridge Bear Model Mog scored 11 to help lead the Wildcats to the win in the Hillsboro championship game. Henry Hickox hit 1 of 2 threes in the fourth quarter when he scored 6 of his 9 points. Unruh scored 10 for Heston. Mulvane 55, Circle 39. Mulvane's Jack Entwistle made 4 3-pointers and scored 14 of his 19 points in the third quarter. Newton 62, Garden City 58. Riley County 51, Eureka 24. Salina Central 55, Salina South 54. Topeka Seaman 61, Valley Center 55. Trinity Academy 60, Manhattan Chief 38. Wellington 58, Chaparral 48. West Elk 49, Argonia 39. Maddox Monroe scored 28 points and had 10 rebounds for West Elk. Wichita Heights 72, Junction City 57. After a bit of a slow start and trailing Junction City 12-5 midway through the opening period, Heights went on a 9-2 run to tie the score at the end of the quarter. Heights half opened the second half with a 10-2 run, and Junction City didn't get any closer than 8 points the rest of the game. Heights Chase Robinson hit 9 of 13 from the field for a game high 22 points. Avin Imbo had 15 points. Jalen Timmons, 12 points. Malachi Wilkins had 14, had 10 points. Wilkins also had 14 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 blocks, 4 steals, and Robinson added 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Junction City's Jatwan Williams scored 15 points. Larkin Turner had 11 points, 6 rebounds. Wichita Northwest 85, Mays 69. Northwest had 4 in double figures. DJ Brown scored 25. River Peters 20. Ajadius Red 11 and Darian Hammond 10. Eli Benning had 13 assists and Red had 7 rebounds. Mays was led by Alec Grill, who scored 18 points, hit 4 3-pointers. Braden Maivella with 13 and Charles Sharp 12. We're also going to look at some of the girls' score as well, and we're going to conclude everything right here when we give you the girls' score because we don't have that much, but I just want to get you up to speed as to what's going on, and hopefully tomorrow we will have some more scores and news, mostly centered around high school, as well as I'll also be taking a look at some of the small colleges, the KCAC. I do have a coach lined up probably later this week. So hope you're enjoying the live stream as well as the podcast. So I also want to say that this show that you see on video also will be podcast, and you can check the podcast out on Spotify. Do believe also most likely on iHeart, and you can also download the Odyssey app because it's also on the Odyssey app. And you can probably look in your search engine for A Train Sports Talk and pull up that podcast. On the girls' side, Andover 61, Bueller 48. Bella Badar, name that is very well known around here, scored 20 points. Aaliyah Green 18 in Andover's win in the Salina Invitational title game. Coffeyville 65, Belle Plaine 34. Gossel 35, Wakefield 30. Abigail Funk scored 20 to lead Gossel. Heston 51, Mound Ridge 40. Heston wins the Hillsborough tournament. Lewisburg 50, Chanute 18. Ouch. Raleigh County 34, Hillsborough 22. Salina Central 58. Abilene 30. Salina South 52. Mago 46. South Haven 34. Flint Hills 18. Sunrise Christian. I just seen some of their girl players the other day. They talked about how good their team is, and I believe this score right here will solidify that. Sunrise Christian 57, Clearwater 29. Wellington 77, Beloit 21. Britt Zika scored 22. Val Norwood 16. Drew Zika, there's another Zika coming along, 13. Christian Gregory 10. They combined for 11 3-pointers with Britt Zika hitting 4. Drew Zika 3. So the Zika girls dominate from the 3-point line. And there is your update on high school scores, tournaments that took place. Like I said, there will be some more tournament games this week. Looking forward to bringing you those scores. And if you see Joy in the chat week out there, tell her thank you for the hard work that she puts in. Anyway, that is going to do it for me on the A Train Sports Talk podcast. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Leave comments, like, share, whatever you want to do. Until the next time, take care of yourself and each other because I want you back on the train ride.